What's up? I'm Jody from the Changeover podcast. If this is your first time here, we're a tennis podcast, obviously, and we're just a couple of pros that give you guys or give the viewers an insight into what goes on in the life of tennis players. So if it's your first time, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the content. Anyway, today our guests, just by chance, were Ozan Baris and Ronnie Hohmann, two Michigan State players. They dropped in with us today out of nowhere, kind of. They're in Florida for their preseason, so we trained with them a little bit yesterday and today, and they were kind enough to come on the podcast. So fun episode with them. I think you guys will enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Changeover podcast. Today, I believe it's our first episode with some college players, so pretty exciting. It kind of came out of nowhere. Ozan and Ronnie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, we realized you guys were training here in Florida right before the season started. How did that come about? Like, was that always planned? Are you guys going to do a little bit of a preseason block in Florida?
Yeah, I think we kind of knew probably a couple months ago that we were going to come here just to train for the week and train with Axis as well. Harry set it up, and we've been saying, at one of the alumni's houses, really nice place, having a good time, and just having a good week training together. It's been good.
Why is that? Is the first part of your season outdoors, or is it just to get away from East Lansing? Or?
It's more to get away from it, like to play outdoors, because we're going to be playing indoors for so long.
Yeah.
It's good to get some reps outside. Plus on the clay, grinding. We love that.
You guys were playing on clay?
Yeah, the first day, Harry pulls up. He's like, yeah, we're playing on clay. I'm like, I don't think any of us were ready for this.
Anybody brought clay shoes? Or?
My shoes are like, yesterday I was playing him in a practice set, and I probably fell over about 8 to 10 times. I have no tread left on my shoes, so definitely was not good for a clay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you guys leave when? Sunday?
Yeah.
And then the next phase is going to be where, like, training just back at school?
Yeah, we'll train back at home for a bit. Our first match is the 19th, right?
Yeah, 19th against Brown in Western Michigan.
We play them at home.
Is that kickoff weekend?
No, we're not even playing kickoff weekend.
Oh, sorry.
We did not get into that.
Yeah.
We did not get in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How's the team?
It's like that sometimes, What can you do, bro?
Hey, we didn't get in. That's all I can say.
How's the team looking this year?
It's going to be fucking good this year. It's going to be good. We got guys competing hard, and a lot of us want to go pro as well, which I think helps us, It's easier to train every day and, like, on the tough days keep going when you have those pro aspirations.
Yeah, I mean, like, practicing with him, we both want the same thing, obviously, after college. And, we just push each other to next level all the time. We have some battles in practice, but we also have fun with it, too. Like, me and Ozan together are, like, a dangerous duo. So
it's a dangerous duo.
You guys play dogs?
We play a little bit,
yeah. We played a little bit. We've had some actually good success with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we're going to do during the season. So We'll see.
How did you guys end up at Michigan State? Because you were a very good junior tennis player, right? And you spent time at LSU. Kind of what made you end up going to Michigan State?
Yeah, so I played 4 years at LSU, and then once I graduated there, I kind of wanted a change of scenery. Louisiana.
Wanted to be cold.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm from New York, so it's not bad, but
okay.
But I mean, I gotta tell you one thing: Michigan is freaking cold, man.
Yeah.
But I wanted to change the scenery. Obviously, Louisiana is a lot different than Michigan in terms of like the atmosphere and all that. But I definitely think it was probably one of the best decisions I could have made to get out of there and come to Michigan State. I had a great fall and winning some good matches, and being on the team with this guy is really fun. So, is
he the reason that you made the switch? Or?
The only reason. He saw me and he's like, honestly, of course.
Honestly, he was a large part in it. And obviously, Coach Harry's amazing. When I was in the transfer portal, I was getting recruited by, a bunch of schools, and just something clicked about MSU. And, this guy was calling me like every other day. We were talking on the phone. And
David as well.
Yeah, David as well, who was also on our team. And it was just like, I was like, damn, like, I want to go here just to see how good we can be.
Mm.
What other schools were you looking at, like, when transferring?
I mean, Auburn reached out to me, South Carolina, like Georgia State, schools like that. But I to be honest with you, Michigan State was kind of on my radar before I entered the transfer portal, because I knew I was going to transfer, and So obviously I didn't speak to anybody at that point. But
Obviously not.
yeah.
obviously not, right?
That's
But-
illegal.
Yeah, that's not allowed. So I followed the rules, but but yeah, like because I played the future in East Lansing the year before and the year before that.
Unreal Future, by the way.
Yeah, great place, great people there. But yeah, I met Coach Harry for the first time, and he was just super nice, and I was like, this place seems like very like chill, laid back, but also like a lot of good people are in the area, and so like that was like on my radar for sure.
And for you, was it not, I want to say a risk, but I'm sure you could probably go into any school you wanted.
Yeah.
And then, as you said, it was going to be probably a bit of a project coming
Yeah.
into Michigan State to become a top team. So why did you choose to go that route?
Dude, it was a grind choosing Michigan State. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Like at first, I was like, "There's zero chance I'm going here.
Okay.
Zero." Because I was like, I want to go out, go to one of the top colleges, have a good time, and just play on a really high level team. And at the end, I took my visits to Illinois, Oklahoma State, Arizona State, TCU, and then at the end, it was between Michigan State and Arizona State. And it was like, I honestly loved Arizona State. I loved Matt, loved the guys. And it was just like something inside of me. I was like, man, I have a special opportunity to play at Michigan State. Like the team's not great right now, but I can kind of start that change and be a part of something bigger. And then once a team does get to that top 10 level, top 5 level in the country, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm a huge part of that. And I do it at home with my family, with my community. For me, it was like, there's nothing better than that.
Was it the coaches that convinced you, or was it just that vision of what it could be?
The vision was huge, but I've known Harry since I was 8 years old. I remember watching him play like at MSU, and then at the time it was Gene Orlando. I've known him since probably 10 years old, watching matches, and then Harry actually went to Illinois for 5 weeks.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but
A short stint.
yeah, he was at Illinois, assistant coach there for a few weeks, and then we didn't know who the head coach was going to be at Michigan State. So I'm
This
like,
was after you already committed?
this is after I committed.
Okay.
So I was like, I have no clue what I'm going to do
Things
here.
were going through your mind.
No
for
clue
sure.
what I'm going to do here.
Okay.
And I was just waiting, and then he comes back. He gets a head coach job, and then he brings Mike Flowers in. And I've been working with Mike since I was like 9 years old. So once that happened, I'm like, okay, this is there's nothing better than this.
Oh, Harry's the head coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mike Flowers is an assistant.
How much did the
'Cause he
community in East Lansing draw you to want to go to the school? Like the love for tennis? Because like I played the futures there twice,
Yeah.
and I feel like for college futures, normally most of the college futures are very nice, but
Yeah.
East Lansing to me is the best one. Like every match, there are a bunch of people watching matches. They have like the little setup with like the center court kind of,
The
with
red
all
carpet and
yeah,
all that.
it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Red carpet.
They have like one of the
Dude, they
At
have
the
They
future.
have a sick setup.
That's nice.
Sick
East
setup.
Lansing is actually the indoor tournament is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice, yeah. But
Yeah,
how much did that community draw you to want to actually, like you said, build the program at that school?
That's like I said, that was one of the biggest reasons. I have my mom and my sister there watching every match. I have my friends who can come out. I have so many people that I know going to Michigan State. They come out to the matches, and it's like, I've just met so many people from Okemos and East Lansing, and then they come to the matches. They come support. It's like, it's my family. It's my town. I love it.
So how did it feel? Do you play any matches there in the fall, like college matches?
Did we?
Besides
the future, we didn't
I
have
don't
any.
know.
We didn't have any fall matches at home this year.
It was just the
We were traveling a
futures.
lot.
So you're excited for the spring when you get to play
Oh my
indoors? Like
gosh.
a lot of people come out to watch.
I think it's gonna be a lot of people this year.
It's gonna be
A
fun.
lot.
It's gonna
It
be
was-
crazy.
It was crazy how many people came for the finals of the
The futures.
15. I was
Is
like
that the one you
shocked.
won?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like I honestly think like 200, 300 people were there.
that's cool. So
And
all
I think-
the second court, like all those seating, that was full, and then the back was full too.
It was like we played on the first court. All the bleachers are full, probably to the like 1.5 second court.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
it
then at
was
the
nice.
side too, or not really?
On the side there are a few, but not as
Okay.
many. Probably
Is that
like
supposed to be
20, 30.
VIP?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. But the view's not as good at the side. Then, is
No,
it?
no.
View's
yeah.
better from the back.
From
for
the
sure.
back, dude, the viewing at MSU is crazy. Cause I
Really?
love it. Cause you're
Right
like
there.
right there.
Yeah, it's true.
And like,
true.
dude,
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
go
these schools
crazy
have
in the
stands
dual
like
matches.
high up.
Yeah.
Like at MSU, it's like right there. Like you can get smashed by a ball.
You're gonna have to be careful playing at MSU.
I know. I gotta be careful with where with where I throw my racket or where I hit the balls in anger
No,
too.
I'm gonna be saying so much shit to people in the crowds, like just dabbing them
it's
up,
probably gonna fire
having
you
so
up,
much
yeah.
fun.
And how is it? I mean, you haven't played a dual match. You played last year, dual matches. How has that transition been from, I guess, futures and juniors to playing college tennis?
So much different.
Yeah.
So much different. Like completely different energy, and you try to like stay locked in, but then your energy can be too low because everybody's just screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got to find that right balance. I think that was kind of the hardest thing for me to find was like, how do I want to be energetically during these matches? Because it's like in a professional match, you're probably not going to be screaming every point. But in college, like you almost feel like you have to.
Yeah, it feels like you
times.
have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Are the coaches big on that? Like working together as a team to make noise and push each other, or not really?
I mean, I think it's not really an emphasis. You know, the biggest emphasis is on how we're playing and competing.
Mm-hmm.
But like if the other team is screaming every point and we're just silent, they're probably gonna win. So they got to be like, yo, let's fucking set this up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and we'll do that. You know.
How much different is the preparation for you guys that you have professional aspirations versus if you didn't? You think that the training is a little bit different, like the way you guys approach every practice and every match is a little bit different? Is that kind of in the back of your mind when you go through the season?
Yeah. For me, it is a little bit. I don't want to let that, because sometimes I start to overthink it a little bit, and where I think too far into the future. But in terms of like, I mean, practices and stuff, obviously me and Ozan want to become professionals at some point, right? And so every day at practice, you know, we push each other. Like whenever we play each other, you know, it's like it's so intense and it's so professional. We try and act professional to where like we could be prepared for when we do make that transition full time on the tour. And you know, it's just fun to have somebody who wants the same things as you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so much easier to do it.
Yeah.
We were speaking earlier about your guys' I guess freedom to play pro events throughout the season and the fall, and I was curious about that, and also how else do the coaches kind of facilitate you guys becoming pro? Like, do you guys do a lot of time having individuals in the fall, or is it more team based? Like, how do you guys set up the year?
In the fall, especially, I'd say it's more individual.
Okay.
Like, I'll just text the coach and say, hey, I need this, and then, you know, we kind of create a schedule. And then obviously we have our team
You
practices
mean in
as well.
tournaments or in training? Are you talking about
In
training?
training.
Like a training
In
set?
training.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in the spring, it's more structured, honestly, just because we can have like longer weeks, like because we have the 20-hour weeks and then the 8-hour weeks. But obviously, like if we ever need anything, we just text the coaches, and I don't think they've ever said no.
They're easy about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever we want something extra or want to hit for an hour or whatever, they're like, yeah, just what time, and they'll make it work.
And then traveling to play tournaments, like you said, you were all online, so they have no issue with you picking up and going on the road for 2-3 weeks and playing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like obviously, if I were to miss like some important matches, then obviously I'd want to stay and play those. But yeah, they're very flexible with like traveling to futures during the fall and even during the spring during our season 2, which is great because, you know, I think that's definitely something that's really important. You know, just like experience that level.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think.
Sorry, go on.
I think like the biggest thing about Michigan State is we want Michigan State to be a place. If you want to go pro, you go to Michigan State because you're going to play pro tournaments all throughout the fall and during the spring, and then you have the summer as well with the wild cards now too. So it's like that's kind of the mindset we have and the culture that we want to have for Michigan State. So I mean, in the fall, I played a lot of matches, but I missed a good amount of school. Like I was not there very much at all. I was doing all online classes except for one. I think I was there like 4 days.
You passed that class?
Yeah, I got a 4.0. Come on now.
Alright.
4.0. Damn.
Have to.
That's good.
Com major,
So
man.
you
Let's
made
do
it sound like you were missing.
Communication. You're pushing yourself.
He's pushing himself to the limit.
You know, I gotta learn how to communicate effectively.
I think you're doing a pretty good job so far, man.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. I haven't learned too much yet, though.
Do you ever worry about the balance between the pro tournaments and the season? Like, do you ever feel like, are you concerned about playing too many pro events? Maybe that impacts the results in the season? Because then maybe that will impact if the coaches will allow you to go to any of these tournaments. So has it not really affected?
No, I mean, honestly, I haven't even thought about it that way at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I can, like I already talked with the coaches. I talked with Harry, like, okay, what's the schedule for the year? What weeks can I play pro tournaments? And we kind of have like, I know all the matches we're going to play, all the matches I'm planning on playing, the weeks I can travel and play pro tournaments.
Okay.
So it's just like, it's already structured and set up, which is, for me, that's huge, having that structure of like knowing what I'm going to play, what I'm going to do.
So what's the plan so far, like for the spring?
I mean, I would have to look, man. That shit's in my notes. I don't got this.
You're just trying to get through the Axis week.
He's thinking about communication
exactly.
classes coming up though.
Yeah, literally. One day at a time. That's all I can handle.
Got you. How much do you guys focus on like recovery and that sort of stuff? Like, what's the recovery like, and the, I guess, fitness and that sort of stuff? Ronnie looks like he does zero recovery.
Yeah, so so for me, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Like when I play these futures, and when I've had my best results in futures, I don't hit before my matches.
What? You just walk on the court?
I just walk on the court. If I have a match at 10 a.m., I walk on the court. I get to the facility at like 9:45. Walk on the court, have the 5-minute warm up, and just play. Where in terms if I like every time I warm up before a match for like over 30 minutes, I play awful and I just lose. So I've come to the conclusion where I'm just not gonna warm up.
Yo, I have never heard that before.
And then I mean afterwards I stretch and all that, but it's not like I'm spending like hours stretching. But I would like cool down for like 10 minutes, stretch for 10 minutes.
What do you think it is?
I think it's all mental, to be honest with you.
Let
me
tell you what I think of Ronnie here, okay? So like, I'm just getting to know this guy, right? And we start practicing, and he's just hitting fucking winners left and right, like every fucking where, dude. I'm like, I've never seen a level this high. And then I'm like, bro, like, how are you playing so well? He's like, dude, I'm fucking sick. I slept horrible last night.
Yeah.
I feel so ass right now. And then he's like, yeah, I just play better sick.
Yeah.
What I can say. Oh, go ahead.
And then like, dude, this guy is just, he's always so loose, has that confidence, and I'm pretty tense. I like to fight. But this guy just goes out there and fucking knows he's going to win. So like, he has that loose energy. And dude, being on a team with him is so nice. Because then it's like, he's like, bro, we're just better than these guys. I'm like, are we? And he's like, yeah, obviously. I'm like, okay, I guess we are. And then we fucking go out there and get dubs.
Yeah.
That's good.
So like, that's his mentality.
Yeah.
And then my mentality is more like, I want to be very meticulous with things. So we balance each other out in that way.
Yeah.
So I met you really for the first time today.
Yep.
And you're quite pleasant, I would say, off the court. But I've seen you a couple of times, like at certain parts in the summer, and not knowing you as a person, watching you play a tennis match, I would think this guy is not the nicest guy, right?
He's a little bit of an ass.
Yeah. Throwing rackets,
Yeah.
complaining the whole time, arguing with the opponent, with the refs. You don't come across as a good guy.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah.
Do you? I disagree with
completely
everything.
agree. I'm a horrible person.
I'm the worst.
I guess I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, do you care that people might view you a certain way and not that you don't seem very likable?
Yep.
Do you care about your reputation? And two, is it something that you want to work on and being maybe, I don't know, more not necessarily calm, but just not as
Explosive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so
demonstrative.
yeah. I mean, to answer the first question, do I care? Yes and no. Because for me, at the end of the day, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, right? So, if I win, if I have a lot of success, doing what I do normally on the court, then, I could care less what other people think if I'm doing well. And then, but in terms of, it's been something I've been working on for a long time.
Have you?
So I'm 22. I've probably been working on it since I was about like 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
But to be honest, it's gotten so much better.
That's crazy to say out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I was the ages between 12 and 16, you have no idea some of the stuff I would do on the court. But honestly, it has toned down a little bit recently, and it's just, I guess it helps to tone it down a little bit, so I'm not losing my mind 24/7 on the court. But I mean, Yeah, it's a work in progress. I can
'Cause
tell you that.
Do you think some of it though actually helps the level too? Like it helps
for
you
sure.
to lock in and fight hard. Like sometimes, I don't know. I kind of experimented with like playing with rage and being upset. Like like
Breaking
being
record-
the enemy of my
Breaking records in the first game of the match.
1-0, I break a record.
I've done that too. Yeah. Yeah, I was playing college match,
Buddies.
serving, and deuce point, lost it. Boom, racket gone.
But like, so I guess my question was, when that happened to me, I was embarrassed. Like initially, as soon as it happened, I was like instant regret, like instant embarrassment. Like there are people, not many, but there are people watching. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then, but then I broke back the next game.
Exactly.
I lost serve again, broke back again. So like I was pissed, but I was, I guess, relatively effective. There's a line, right? So do you feel like it helps you also, like this mentality, kind of?
To a certain extent, yeah. When I go over the line, that's where it starts to go downhill. But when when it's like a split second thing, it kind of helps me play better also, because now I got that fire and that motivation, just to, like, I want to beat this freaking guy.
So when you play matches, it's personal. When
Yeah,
you play.
it's personal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Watching you play, like I think same thing as him. Like you play very well. Like you play aggressive. You change direction a lot. Like you hit the ball clean, very very aggressive. But like I saw you play against our friend Blaze Bicknell in.
In San Diego.
Yeah. And
You gotta tell
I
the
think
story about
I
this.
think Blaze would agree that you were outplaying him
Yeah.
for probably the first 2 sets up
Yep.
until maybe the tiebreak, and then it was getting louder and louder over there. And then I think maybe a bad call or two in the tiebreak.
Yep.
And then next thing I know, you down
5-0.
Yeah, in the third. So like on some level, you have to also admit to yourself that I probably gotta be able to
Oh yeah.
handle some adversity and deal with this a little bit differently at times. No?
I totally agree. And like that match with Blaze it was crazy. It was
Talk about it.
yeah. So I mean, second round of the 15K in San Diego, I play Blaze, win the first set. Everything's going great. Serving for the match in the second set, and it's like 30 all on deuce, and I get a horrendous call from the umpire, and so he breaks me. And it gets to 6 all, up 5-3 in the breaker. Forehand winner down the line or cross court, I don't remember.
Winner though.
Yeah, winner though. And I'm like saying, come on. And the like 20 seconds later, she was like out. And I look at the ref and I'm like, what did you just say? So then I lose that game. I lose the set. And then the third set,
From 5-3 up.
from 5-3 in the breaker, I lose the tiebreak 7-5. And from that point on, I was like, I cannot believe this just happened. And I was just mentally gone. And, so I was like doing underhand serves in the third set and all that stuff. And the ref was like, you got to try harder. Otherwise you're going to get like coded. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I just can't anymore. So like, that's probably going over the line, obviously, but
just slightly over the
Do you
line.
just a little bit.
Do you think the level of the opponent impacted that, or would that have happened regardless of who you were playing? Like, for example,
Yeah.
Blaze has been pretty successful at
Oh, yeah.
Florida, and then
Yeah.
up until San Diego is doing decent on the Pro Tour too.
Yeah.
So maybe did you feel like you were very close to getting across the line for a good win, like versus if it was, I don't know, a college match against a smaller school or something? Would that have been the same?
I think, obviously Blaze is a really good player, and that definitely had something to do with it, because I had a really good first round. I beat the 1 seed in the tournament. And then I started thinking to myself, like, damn, like I'm about to beat this guy too. And like, I was just thinking ahead a little bit into the future, and like thinking like, wow, maybe this is like the tournament where I break through. And then, that kind of obviously had some effect on the way that events turned out.
Yeah.
But didn't you have a run in a tournament before? Like, wasn't it?
It was
East Lansing.
East Lansing in 2022. I qualified and I made semifinals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I think I don't remember if I played that. I might have played that tournament. I don't remember. But
Yeah, you did.
But
you
how
did,
many? How many points is it? Semis over 15.
4 points.
So
It's
like
brutal.
you won a lot of matches and it wasn't that rewarding.
I won 6 matches in a row to get 4 points. So.
So it was a little breakthrough, but not like
Yeah,
not that rewarding.
yeah. If I did that like 2 or 3 more times, then I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm in a good spot right now.
So is that where your rage normally comes from? Like you getting ahead of yourself, and then I don't know, maybe you get lost in the moment a little bit, then you're pissed, or is it
It's
where
that-
it normally comes from?
it's a combination of that and just knowing that I could do so much better.
Okay.
Sometimes I make the dumbest decisions on court, and it's like I don't get pissed off because I'm losing. I get pissed off because like I know I could do it because I've done it, but I just choose not to do it for some reason. And then it's just a downward spiral.
Okay.
So did you warm up that day? No?
Against Blaze?
Yeah.
No. And I actually played really well.
I think that week I got lucky loser. And I found out like 15 minutes before the match, and it was horrendous. Like the first set went by me so fast. I played.
You didn't warm up, you're saying?
No,
But
I
he
didn't warm up.
was playing well though. Quinn Van der Kasteel.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, he was
played
playing
him,
really good. Yeah.
But I just remember like
His run started there.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
I
Was
got.
that the first one?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
I got to the courts at like, let's say if first one was at 10, I got there at like 9:45, and I literally
Right on
just,
time.
I literally just changed
That's
my
on time
clothes.
for me, man.
But the first set went by so fast, and then the second set I actually played a normal set. I thought the level was pretty good, and I'm pretty sure I lost like 2-2 or 2-3 or something like bad, like not even close.
He looked at me. He said, "Am I playing bad?"
That's the worst. When you lose and you're like, dude, I feel like I played
I'm
good.
playing
No, it's like
okay.
that.
Yeah, I didn't play
What
bad.
just happened out there?
Like I'm hitting strong, like moving him a little bit out the middle, and he's just fucking moving me back. It's like I'm not enjoying
Is
it.
that slow?
Yeah, I literally asked him, "Am I serving slow? Like, what is happening here?" But then, I mean, I remember feeling in that moment that I was like, second set at least, the level was pretty high in my opponent, and then I think Blaze beat him the next day in 3. But Blaze also admit that like he was playing very well, like he could have lost that day too. And then obviously the guy had a huge run in the summer, so
Yeah.
I felt a little bit better about myself after that.
We talk about your pre-match routine 15 minutes before. How different are you to that?
Bro, so different. So different.
Like if you play at 10 a.m., when are you getting to the courts?
8.
No. I'll get to the courts at like probably 8:30, warm up for 30 minutes, and then I'll hit it from 9 to 9:30. 9:30 to 10, I'd like do some visualization, meditation, and just like make sure that I'm ready, get my stuff ready, and then hit it or play at 10.
Yeah.
So like for me, I need that time because otherwise I get on the court and I'm like I feel a little off and I'm like fucking didn't do my bands.
Didn't prepare.
I didn't do my bands. Like that's why the serve is off. Like, Ronnie's like, bro, this is fucking easy. And I'm like, dude, didn't do that band right here. That's all I needed.
It's a disaster you two traveling to a match together, huh?
Honestly,
it's
no,
great.
because
Way
that's
too
the
early or
thing.
way too
some of
late?
me comes
'Cause
like
we go
rubs off on him, and
Need-
some of him
need each
rubs
other
off
a
on
little
me.
bit.
Yeah.
We balance each other out. So we went to fucking
Oh my goodness.
San Fran, right?
San Francisco
Yeah,
for a
San
college tournament
Francisco
this
for
fall.
Battle in the Bay. And I mean, this was the craziest trip. Like, dude, we had so much fun. The first trip we went on together we didn't even
yeah.
really know each other
Yeah.
at that point. Had only hit a couple of times, hung out a couple of times, and I mean, it was such a nice trip. We were staying with this super good family there, like getting acai bowls from the guy every morning, just treated so well.
Yeah.
Walk to the courts, just talking, fucking around. I mean, this is actually one thing we did want to talk about before okay, so the tournament is like the winner gets a wild card to a challenger main draw, and then the semifinalists play in like a 10-point tiebreak little tournament. So we're both in the semis. Actually, we're both in the finals at that point, and we're coming back later at night for the 10-pointers. And dude, we're fucking both so tight. Like we're so tight. We're like
You lose one
against each
10-point
other.
breaker, it's over.
Against each other.
I was playing against Colton in the first one, Colton Smith.
Okay.
He was playing against Jack Pennington Jones.
Yep.
And dude, we're like so fucking tight. We're in the room, and I'm like, dude,
Because like this 10-point tiebreaker tournament was for another challenger main draw
for a
wild
main
card
draw wild card, you need to win 2 10-pointers.
in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine
And
someone
if you
doing
lose
that
one,
to
you're
you.
done. If you lose one, you're out.
Imagine
Like-
being like, just fucking win 20 points and
Yeah.
$750 and main draw of a challenger.
Yeah.
crazy.
We were so tight. We were like blasting music in the house and just trying to get ready, man.
Dude, and then we go out there, and I think both of us were just shitting. It was like, who didn't
Shit
shit
themselves.
themselves more? You know,
Okay.
like Colton's tight as fuck, I'm tight as fuck. So he just missed more. He shanked more balls.
Okay.
And then he lost, what, like 12-10?
I lost 12-10. I was up 9-8 serving.
No
Any
way.
rackets got broken that day? Or?
No. I hit a bomb serve flat out wide, 9-8 up. Had the short forehand, and I made it. Hit a great forehand. He guessed the right way and passed me with a backhand passing shot.
F-bomb for sure.
Oh, there was a lot of people watching, so
Okay,
I
okay.
kind of toned it down a little bit. But in my mind, like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy seriously guessed the right way. Are you kidding?
Dude, I mean,
Gets the right way and hits it clean.
And hits it clean, like at my feet, and I like don't even touch the ball.
That's crazy.
this shit was crazy though. Like we were walking on the court and there's cheerleaders.
Yeah, there's cheerleaders
Fucking like we walk through the cheerleaders.
announcing
I'm
our
like,
names and
I'm
all
like,
that.
What is going? Like, where are we?
So, and then
Where are we?
What happened in the final? Did you win the final?
I fucking won it like 12-10.
Against?
Jack.
Oh, that's
The
right.
guy that beat me.
That makes sense.
And
I
then
was
we
so
played a
tight.
match in the
So
finals
tight.
the next day because we were in
Yeah.
the finals of the tournament.
Yeah,
And we played each other.
We played in 3. I was down 6-2, 5-4.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
I think you can leave it at that.
Yeah.
Should have done bands, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, back to I guess recovery or whatever. So this whoop band on your
Yeah.
arm. So I recently got one too.
Yeah.
I've been wearing it for about 3 weeks now. So do you think it's very valuable, or what's the story behind it?
I mean, for me, I like this stuff a lot. Like,
It's funny though, because it's a long time ago. He played Evan in Naples, and I just randomly, I don't know who you were with. I think an older man maybe.
yeah.
And then you beat Evan and you played very well. And then I remember I just heard you talking to the guy and you said, I slept so well last night. Like sleep is the key. It's like,
No, it actually is. I swear to God, though, like, when I sleep like 9-10 hours, I'll come on the court and I feel great. If I sleep like 7-8, I just feel off. Like
I'm the opposite.
I feel off. See, this is what I'm saying. This is a prime example.
If
I
I
need
sleep
10
too much, I
beers
feel
and 3
tired.
hours.
Like if I need like when I have like a really good sleep for like 8 to 10 hours around there, the next day
good.
I feel so sluggish, I just can't move. But when I have like 5 to 6, 7 hours of sleep,
Your
I
body's
feel
just
wired.
shut.
I feel wired the next day, ready to go. It's
Is
weird.
there a part of you where like, if you feel like maybe you prepare too much, you're tight? Like you feel like I care too much about this now? And if you kind of do it loose and you don't care as much, you feel more free to play?
A little bit, yeah, because like it's more of the fact that like every time I've tried to prepare like so like meticulous so well, it just winds up being a complete shit show out there. Whereas if I just like go and do my own thing, like, you know, eat McDonald's the night before, something like that, like I just play so much better for some reason. And I honestly, I don't know why.
Is it that way in training too? Or you train really hard?
No, it's not, because in training, for the most part, like I put like so much effort in and just
That's
like,
true.
and so it's just
But I
something
wouldn't
about
say
matches.
it's an effort thing, because in a match you put in effort. Like you
You
I
know,
don't-
but in practice, I take things like very like seriously, like very disciplined. Obviously, there's a few moments here and there, but I mean, I know Ozan as well. I mean, during practice, like we're both like fucking animals.
Yeah.
In practice.
Yeah.
That's interesting about the sleep thing though. Like I've been tracking the last 2 weeks, like just learning about it, and like almost every day I'm in sleep debt. It says that I need more
It's
sleep
fucking
like every day.
It's like impossible. No, it's honestly, if you miss one night, you're fucked.
So what do you use it for?
I mean, listen, like I was getting 100% sleep, 100%.
I've never gotten 100%, not once.
Really?
Yeah, like 100% recovery,
No, not recovered. The sleep.
like 8
Don't be
hours
crazy
or
now.
something.
It would be like 8-9 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I got 8 last night, and it still is like yellow. You think
Yeah,
it's
well, the
yellow?
thing is, like, I miss one night. Like, I have like a night out. You gotta enjoy.
Okay.
And then it's fucking get like a 1% recovery.
The thing is red.
Dude, it's 1%. I swear to God.
I've seen it. I've seen
And
it.
then-
I've seen it.
And then the next week, it's like you need 14 hours of sleep. I'm like, how is that possible?
Exactly.
I can't do that.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's like with it, it's a lot of information. It's good stuff, but also like at the end of the day, you still got to practice. You still got a match to play. I don't care if I'm 1% or 99.
Are you allowed to use it in a college match?
Yeah, and you're allowed to use it in I think pro now too. I think futures and then possibly challengers.
I think challengers you are, but I don't know if you're allowed to use it in
I think they
futures.
changed it recently.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
good then. That's good.
Yeah.
That's one of the concerns that I had. Like, but I also don't want it to be a reason why I feel a certain way. Like, I don't
Exactly.
want the app to tell me I feel bad. today,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Like, I don't want to wake up and be
It's so
like,
true.
I want to tell myself
so
how I feel
true.
that. You know what I mean?
It's
Make
so
my own
true,
excuses
though.
over here.
I'm waking up, my app's telling me I'm about to have a horrible day. Like,
Yeah.
It's a great start.
yeah.
No, the worst is when like you feel unreal, and then you look at it, it's like 30%. I'm like, what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do?
But I think it's interesting to see, like, I don't know, it says that I'm burning like 4,000 calories,
Yeah.
over 4,000 calories a day. And I showed that to my doctor back home, and he was like surprised. He couldn't believe that's how many calories I burned.
I think it's actually low too. You
4,000
probably
is
burn
low?
more. No, like it tracks low.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
But 4,000 seems like a lot, no?
Yeah,
4,000
this is a
calories.
It is a
decent,
lot,
decent
yeah.
amount.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot.
I need to
So-
eat some more food.
So it's a lot of information. So what have you learned from it? Like, what have you changed? Like, do you have like a sleep routine now? Or are you trying to eat certain things? Or
The biggest thing I've learned is to sleep and my routines. I mean, that's just for my mental health as well. Like in the morning, I need 30 minutes to an hour just to, like, I do cold plunge, meditate, journal, read a little bit, and then I like take my supplements and get ready.
you guys
So I
couldn't be
do
any
that.
different, any more different.
Yeah.
They couldn't be any more different now. This man
But the
said
thing
cold
is-
plunge,
I think he was
meditate,
is-
and then read and journal.
but then the thing is, we'll go out together, and
God.
it's like we're the same person. So it's so weird like that.
Ronnie's definitely puts in the shower to as hot as he possibly can.
Yep.
Wait until it gets hot before he goes in.
Oh my
Zero
God.
discomfort.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I go. You're actually 100% right. This guy's doing cold plunge. I wake up at like 8, whatever, early. Turn the shower on. I gotta wait at least 10 minutes for the water to get warm. Then I go in there and I'm like, this feels nice.
Oh my god!
How often do you take a cold plunge?
Every morning.
You
I
didn't
got
hear
one
him?
at home.
He said it's a
Every
routine,
single
bro.
Every morning.
So you have like you
Yeah.
have one ready? You bought one
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something,
like
or
the
what?
water is absolutely disgusting at this point.
Oh, and
it's just
is
like-
it outside or what?
Yeah, I just put my tap water in there, and I'll get in there at the beginning of the day, and then after practice.
Oh, you do
But it's
twice
like-
a day.
Yeah, but it's like it got down to 32 degrees. It was crazy,
That's madness.
and then it usually it's like 38 to 44.
How
around
long you
there.
in there?
When it's 32, I do like 3 minutes. I can't do longer.
Yeah.
But like 38 to 42, I'll try to do 6 minutes.
I need to look at what temperature the one at the gym is. 'Cause I started
It's
doing that
probably
this
40,
week.
42, 46.
I did
around
2
there.
this week, so I did like 3 minutes to my neck.
Yeah.
Then I go in the hot water for like the hot tub for like 5 minutes. Then
Yeah.
I go back in.
Also
to
a
the
little
weights for
contrast,
another-
yeah.
Yeah.
Contrast
Did that
is money.
twice this week.
Yeah.
The contrast is. I love contrast.
It feels so good after.
What do you mean you love contrast? You don't
That's
do
the only
contrast.
way.
He
That's
ends
the
on the
only.
hot, though.
I
He
end
ends
on the
on the
hot.
Oh, so you actually go into the cold.
Yeah, like what? Like yeah, like. But I can't only do cold. There's no way I can only do the cold.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you though. I don't do cold.
Because then my feet will be freezing for the next 12 hours, and then
It hurts too much.
That was
Yeah.
actually horrible. I did it once in college, like after a lift in the morning. Then I had to walk to class in the snow, and then inside the building was freezing cold. Like I felt sick. Like my face was all purple. Like, it was
Yeah.
horrible.
yeah.
But now I do that at the end of the day. I don't do that at the beginning.
So cold plunge, then meditate. How long you meditating?
Like
And what
10
kind of
minutes.
meditation is it? Like
10 minutes.
mindfulness, like focusing your breath?
I
or-
mean, kind of mindfulness. I'll do some visualization as well. For like, it starts with just like sitting there, seeing my thoughts, and then most of the time it's like, oh, I just want to fucking win. That's literally where my mind goes. It either goes to women or it just goes to winning. So I'm
Okay.
like, okay, let's put
the
woman-
W's.
let's put the woman to the side. Let's just focus on this. Let's focus on winning. And then yeah, just go there for like 10.
But you
15
just see
minutes.
yourself having certain results, or you're actually trying to work on certain things in your head, or
I mean,
what is it?
I'm really big on like. Actually, I started having the most success in the summer when the week before Wichita, the 25K, I picked up this book called Silva Mind Control Method, and basically it just talks about like being able to program your mind to think in certain ways, and it has different exercises and stuff for it, and to like think in different brain waves so that you're able to just like manifest in the way that you'd like to. So I started like really digging into that and believing in those things and believing in myself. And once I've started doing that, it's like completely different trajectory with my pro career, especially. So yeah, I kind of just like visualize. I'd say the biggest thing, the best way I can explain is like I put this vision out in front of me. Like right now I want to be #1 in college. Okay, the vision is here. I know this is going to happen, and then I just retrace it back. Like, what do I need to do this year? What I need to do this month? What I need to do today?
Cold plunge.
And
then,
this is action.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold plunge,
You're
yeah.
talking about things that you can control.
Yeah, completely in my control.
Okay.
And I'm just like there's this, this is a great one. You know Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Yeah.
So there's this video I fucking love of him. And he's like in an interview, and they're like, what's your mentality when you get on the pitch, on the field? And he's like, when I get on the pitch, I feel like God, like I am God. And they're like the omnipotent, like God? And he's like, yeah, like I am God when I hit the pitch.
He's the
And
best
then-
one.
And then they say like, or he explains it like this: if I was gonna fight Muhammad Ali, when I go in the ring, I'm gonna beat his ass. Like in my mind, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets fucking knocked out 2 seconds later. Like that's the reality of it. But in his mind, you can control that,
Yeah.
and he believes that he's gonna win. He knows that he's gonna win. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can control this. I know I can control my beliefs. I can control the way that I think. The reality of it, yeah, I might not be number one right now. I might not be number one a month from now. But I'm just so confident that it's going to happen that most of the time it does end up happening.
Do you ever have doubts that creep in, and like how hard is it for you to reroute those thoughts or like acknowledge those thoughts and move them to the side? Whether that's like off court or based on a result or on court in a tough moment.
The women is a tough one. Usually now my mindset is okay, like let's just use this instead. Like let's use it as motivation. Rather than trying to like push it away, I'm just like, nah man, let's fucking do it, bro.
Yeah. This guy is a womanizer, let me tell you. Let me tell you that.
Oh man, it's dangerous for me. It's dangerous. It's a tough game. But
Tennis
what was
or
the
women?
question again? I got really distracted.
You say women and I'm just gone.
Yeah. It's not good for
The
him.
question was about self-doubt. Like, if you ever had like
Self-doubt.
tough moments based on, I don't know, results, performances, or just in the moment, like in a match or something.
Yeah, I mean
You
all
know,
the
to
fucking
switch
time.
from that very confident, very like, I'm going to beat this person.
Yeah.
To, you know?
I mean all the fucking time, and especially when I'm on the court. But even in training, it'll be like, oh, you don't like, dude, you don't have to do the extra set. But then when you start doing it, you gain that confidence of like, okay, when I'm on the court, now I pushed past it once. Okay, I can do it again. Like, the fucking East Lansing 15K for me was such a mental battle. I actually wasn't going to play it. Like, before the week, I was like, no, I'm not playing. I'm done.
That was the one at
burnt
the end of this year, right? 22,
Yeah.
Well, end of 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I talked to Mike before, and I said, I was like, no, I'm done. I talked to my therapist. I'm like, I'm fucking burnt out. I'm just going to call it a year. Get ready for next year, and I'm totally fine with it. I played 10 tournaments in 9 weeks.
How is that possible?
Because I played one of the tournaments. I played a challenger, and then the
you
next
flew back
day
to
I flew to
All-Americans.
Tulsa to
Yeah.
All-Americans and played that day against Cleve, and then had a good run at All-Americans. Next week play another tournament. It was just so many tournaments. I was like, I'm done. But I wanted to work on like being able to play when I'm burnt out and when I don't really want to be there. And in the first match, I literally was thinking to myself, like, I don't want to win. Like, I want to fucking lose this match and go home and just call it a tournament.
Yo, what happened in Montreal?
Oh, I got sick there. I got food poisoning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember like
I was
not seeing
puking on the
you
court.
before the match, and then you
Yeah.
walk on the match, and I swear you didn't hit the ball or something. Did you pull out or something in the match, or you finished it?
I mean, I asked a ref, I was like, can I get my money if I pull out? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, then I'll just play.
So you just finished the whole
I
match?
played one game,
Oh,
and then I pulled out.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I got to get my $130. That's what you know?
But I remember
Pay for
seeing
lunch.
You were playing somewhere,
Yeah.
You were playing on the West Coast somewhere. I was like, there's no chance he's coming to Montreal.
Yeah.
And playing in the West Coast.
Yeah, I was with Aris there. Thanos, also sick guy, dude. Sick last name. I mean, Thanos is on our team, bro.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, so he's a team. Okay. Yeah.
Thanos
Yeah.
fucking has Infinity Stones. He's on Michigan State. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
That's when you know we're on the up and up.
Yeah, I mean,
That's when you know.
How can you beat Thanos, bro? Anyways, so we're there, and he's like, oh, let's go to this Greek restaurant. So we go, and it's
Dangerous
closed.
game.
It's closed. So, like, across the street, there's this Indian restaurant, super sketch.
no.
I'm like, fuck it, yeah, let's go. Let's get some Indian food. So we get in there. I'm eating. I'm like, this is fire, man. Buttered chicken. He's like, dude, I can't eat this. It's too spicy.
Oh, so he didn't.
So
eat
he
it.
doesn't
That's
eat
fine.
any of it. I fucking pound that shit. Feel fine. Wake up the next morning. I'm about to go on the court. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Butter
like,
chicken.
I'm sick. The butter chicken was real good. It was real good. Go in the bathroom. I'm like puking. And then the whole night, literally, you can ask
That's
Aris.
rough.
I was puking. Would chug Gatorade, puke it out. Chug Gatorade,
Oh.
puke it out. Sleep for 20 minutes.
That's
It's
tough
horrible.
to travel. Where were you on the West Coast? Did you
I
play in
don't
a college
know.
tournament before?
I don't know where I was before, but I definitely traveled a good bit for it.
Yeah, to travel far and then not play a match is rough.
Yeah.
Food poisoning all night. That's rough.
Yeah, it was brutal.
What are you reading, Ronnie?
Reading what? In terms of like books?
Like a book?
I don't read books, man. I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube and play video games.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't read, man. I don't read. I quit reading in like 8th grade.
They couldn't be any more different. It's
I said
crazy.
I don't read. He's in college.
I'm talking about mind control, the silver method. That's YouTube, bro.
YouTube. That's how I control my mind.
What's the goal for this year in school?
As a team, I mean, we're 24 now. I know we can be top 10.
Easily.
You know, just make a run and see what happens. I mean, Michigan State has never been in this place before. I mean, this is a program high already at 24.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
we
know
haven't
that-
even played a match.
Yeah, we
as a
haven't
team
even
yet.
played a match,
Yeah.
and I know the team is a lot better than that.
How do they rank the teams like this? Just based on
it's
UTRs and stuff?
It's just a coaches. pick.
Coaches poll, so coaches vote.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But no, our goal is to win the Big Tens. That'll be, I mean, Michigan State hasn't won in a long time, probably since the 60s. So that'll be huge. You know, take down Ohio State. I hope some of them are listening right now, giving a little fire, you know. Take down Michigan as well. It's been 22 years since that happened. We're playing them at their place. So, yeah, it's
When
going to
do
be
you
a
play
fun
them?
year.
Eight-
That's April 20th.
April.
So would that be outdoors by then or no?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know.
You prefer outdoors, Ronnie?
At that place, yeah.
At Michigan?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because I love the courts.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I love the outdoor courts there. But in general, I probably prefer indoors.
Okay. Got you. Should we get into some fan questions?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So we asked Instagram, that we let them know you guys were coming on. So the first question is from Jonathan. Being top 15, I think this is to Ozan. Being top 15 on the ITF junior circuit, what has been the toughest part of transitioning to the men's pro tour? Obviously, you haven't played fully on the men's pro tour, but you have played some. So what's the transition been like?
It's actually a good question because I remember I was like, man, I'm fucking top 20 in the world. I'm about to go on this pro tour. It's going to be easy. Like these guys, I got them. And then I fucking lose first round. Like I remember going to Turkey, played 7 weeks there, and I got 1 point. And I was like, fuck, this is tough. And more than anything, it's like physicality. I mean, the mentality is good, but the physicality is like, it's a men's game now, you know? Whereas with juniors, it's like, you can kind of do this shit, mess around, feel the ball. In men's tennis, it's like, no, you serve well, you hit the ball big. When you get the ball, you attack. I think that took me the longest time to transition because I've always been kind of like I feel the court pretty well. But if the guy's just hitting bigger than me, then I can't do anything about that. So just for me, it was a lot of experience. Like I just kept playing. I knew it was going to happen at some point. And then I started having the results over the summer.
So was it like a decision you had to make to be more physical, or did you actually have to improve?
Get in the
those
gym
areas?
and
I got in the gym big time. Yeah, I had to change my physical, like my body, because I was like, I'm not able to compete with these guys. Now I feel like I actually know like I'm competing at the same level physically, mentally as well. I think now it's just getting the experiences of the matches because these guys have been playing, a lot longer on the tour.
And you, Ronnie, when you finished juniors, what was it like for you?
You were Highend Juniors as well, no? Top 100?
Yeah, so the thing is with me is I only played, I think, 3 ITF tournaments, and I was like 150 something.
Oh, okay.
And one of the tournaments I won allowed me to play U.S. Open Juniors, main draw. And I lost first round to a guy who's probably like top 30 now, top 40
Who
now.
was it?
Jiri Lechka.
No
Czech
way.
guy, yeah.
You
So-
played him?
Yeah, so it was a tough first round, but I originally didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go straight to the tour. So I took like a gap semester right when I graduated high school to see how I would do and see if I was ready. And I obviously wasn't ready. So I went to LSU but yeah, I kind of agree with Ozan. It's just so much more physical because in the juniors, you could get away with doing so many like stupid things and like playing these futures against guys, especially like in the main draw. It's like every guy that you play can play tennis. Like it's just it's so physical. Like you have to get stronger, you have to get faster, you have to hit the ball harder, you have to do all these things different that what you would do in juniors. And it's just like it was actually mind opening to me.
So do you think it's a little bit of a wake-up call for you? Like in hindsight, maybe when you were 16, 17, would you have been a little bit different at that age to try and prepare yourself for that? Because I feel like maybe if you're a talented junior doing decent and you're a little bit unaware, maybe you're just content that you're on the right track because against everyone else your age, you're doing well. Like for example, you were top 20 in the World Juniors and you were only playing 3 tournaments, being 150. So you guys were probably both relatively content with your progression, and not knowing about the next level. Would you have changed your training as a junior?
For me, I wouldn't have. I trained super hard for once I moved down to Florida from New York since I was 14. But like I was just like, obviously I'm not the biggest guy, and when I was a lot younger I was a lot smaller, and you know the guys were just bigger, stronger than me, and I think going to college helped with that in terms of like me growing more, getting stronger in the gym and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like I wouldn't have changed much really.
Yeah.
For myself, I've kind of thought about this. Like, I remember I was even 15, 16, I was thinking about Yannick Sinner, what he did. And he didn't play any juniors. Like, maybe he played a couple ITFs, but he just started playing 15Ks at like 15, 16. And then his whole mindset was like, okay, I'm just going to keep playing until I figure it out. And then he went from 15Ks, started doing well, 25Ks started doing well, Challengers started doing well. And he just kept progressing that way. So I was kind of always like, man, I kind of wish I did that. But at the same time, like, the biggest goal with juniors was I wanted to play the Grand Slams. And, like, that experience of just playing them and seeing that level of tennis and how, like, the amount of people that come for those tournaments is crazy.
Didn't you win? You won doubles there, no?
Yeah, at US Open.
Nice. With
yeah,
who?
that was sweet. With Nishesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get a walkout for the men's event when you do that or no?
No. I have no fucking clue how.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how, but we didn't get one.
They should do that, honestly.
So
Yeah, I
wait,
think I should.
For
But
the next year, obviously.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for
but that was
Kalamazoo, you get
last
one.
year.
Kalamazoo, you get one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but that was
I would
last year.
assume
And
like
NCAA's, you get one. and
that's
it.
tougher than Kalamazoo, I would assume.
Yeah.
When he's up in
Yeah.
juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
I don't have much to say here. You know? I don't have much to say.
USTA, we love you. Yeah.
All right. Next question is, Ben asks, how do you deal with hate?
I want Ronnie to answer this
Yeah,
one
Ronnie
first.
has
I
to
want to
answer
get
this
his opinion on this.
So as Just was saying earlier, when people see me on court, a lot of people hate me, right? And obviously I'm not like that off the court. And that's something that a lot of people don't know is how chill I am off the court. But what people see is what people think, right? And so I know a lot of people that hate me that has something to do with tennis or just in general in life. And you want to know what I say to that?
What do you say?
When people hate me, I say good.
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 What is this about, bro?
Let them hate me, because I will prove all of them wrong.
Okay.
And that's basically it for me. You wanna? You can go. We can go ahead more, man.
That's not on that.
I'm done,
my
man.
gosh.
Must have let
Okay, so shout out to Cash Hanslick right here, because he shows me this video. It's Jocko Willink, and
him
it's
see you.
I've seen this one.
yeah, and it's like good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you didn't get the job you wanted. Good.
Good.
Your girlfriend dumped you.
Good.
Good. Your dog died.
So,
Good. Time to get a new one. I mean, that might be a little extreme, but you get the point.
Edit that one out right there.
Get cancelled on this one.
this one won't go.
That was Ozan Baris.
I told you something out of pocket would come out. But yeah, just that mentality of like the negative things. If you look at them like, okay, good. Like there's something to learn from it. Let's take the positive from it. Anytime, like if you get hooked on the court, good. Use it as motivation. Like whenever something doesn't go your way, just like flip it. So we kind of have that mindset, and then obviously we fuck around with it a lot.
I mean, for me, I just have a mentality of if you don't actually personally know me, you don't have a right to an opinion about me.
I
So I
agree.
don't actually
Yeah.
care
Yep.
what you think. If
Yeah.
you don't know me, it's almost irrelevant to me what you
Yep.
think about me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Jody said that about me, or I don't know, Chris, my coach, or my father, my sister, my brother, okay, that's one thing. But if, I don't know, I lose a match or win a match in Germany and you tell me I'm match fixing and I should quit and all this stuff,
Oh.
like I couldn't, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter
No,
to
it
me.
doesn't matter.
No.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
Like,
You
Yeah.
don't know me.
what do you
And the
know?
way I look at it is like, I feel like whatever you do, 50% of the people aren't going to like you. 50% of the people who love you. Other 50% are going to say, nah, fuck this guy.
Bro,
So if
how
I'm
did
loud,
you come to these numbers?
just fucking in my mind. But like,
I
no
feel it's
matter
more
which
like
way-
10 might like it, 10% might hate it, and the rest people don't actually care.
No, I'm saying of the people who are watching.
Okay.
You know?
I got you. Yeah.
Not like everybody's fucking watching this.
Yeah.
tennis thing.
If they're watching Ronnie, it's like 90% him. 10%
It gets a little skewed.
See, I struggle with that personally because I like to be liked. So
Yeah.
I mean, there've been times obviously where like I get into it with the opponents or something.
Yeah.
But overall, like I struggle sometimes because I care about people's opinions probably more than I should. So I need to learn more from other people, like probably from you guys and from Justin. Like, it doesn't actually matter what these people think. You know what I mean? Like,
And they're gonna go home and forget about you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
You know what people
It's not like they're
though?
gonna be sleeping and dreaming about you.
well, I'm not losing sleep over these people.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know what people like the most? Winners.
That's
And I'm being so serious.
that's true.
Like
actually.
in Agassi's book, Open, his coach, he's like, man, like all these guys, they hate me. Like all the fans are hating me. What do I need to do for them to like me?
Win.
And his coach said, start winning slams, and then they'll love you. He starts winning slams, everybody loves Agassi.
it's fair. It's true.
Like that's really how it is.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's how it is.
Everybody loves a winner.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Last question is from BH. Being a big football and basketball school, how do you see Michigan State tennis?
You skip one.
Did I skip one?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, sorry. Alex asked, can you guys win a natty this year? That's my bad. Sorry, Alex.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. I don't want to look ahead too far into the future, but
Start breaking rackets.
so I got to stop breaking my racket. Hey, I haven't broken one this year.
I broke one today.
And it's
It's January
the year
5th.
just started.
take the small wins.
Yeah.
You have sick rackets, huh? Don't you have like different color rackets, like green?
When I was at LSU, they were purple, and then now they're green and white for Michigan State colors.
Who
Yeah.
does it for you?
So at LSU, they did it for me, and then at Michigan State, they were gonna do it for me, but I didn't want to wait, so I did it myself. And
Okay.
then, yeah,
Wait, from Wilson, like you ordered it online?
from
or
Wilson,
something?
yeah,
You can get them customly
I
painted.
think
I didn't
so.
know that.
yeah, through Wilson, yeah.
Okay, cool.
In terms of winning the Natty, I mean, it's possible. Am I gonna say can we? Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end
Time
of the
will
day,
tell.
At the end of the day, it's like, can we win a natty? Yes, but so can 10 other teams. You
Yeah.
know, so it's like, okay, we haven't been in that position before. Other teams have. That's another thing. Like we get to go out there and be free. Some of them are gonna have that pressure of like, oh, you know, we haven't won one.
We've been
We're in the
close.
quarters,
Yeah.
We've been close. Whatever it is, we just get to go out there and we're already at a program best. So anything we do is just a positive. I do believe it's possible, but we're just gonna go out there and compete and see what happens.
Sounds like you guys have good team chemistry. Like you guys are excited about the season. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If your
Oh,
teammates
yeah.
are the way you guys are, it's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you guys have an exciting home crowd, like they
Oh.
can push you a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. All right. So last question is: being a big football and basketball school, how do you see Michigan State tennis bringing in new eyeballs to the team and the sport in East Lansing?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of like I almost feel like it's its own little community, own little like fan base, and it's starting to grow more and more. But it's kind of separate almost. It's just nice that it's growing. You know, I feel like
Yep.
you know, obviously the athletes, like we know all the athletes and everything like that, but I don't think you can really compare the football team to the tennis team. It's just that as a tennis team, we're really growing and kind of getting a lot more traction around the community. I mean, maybe at some point, if we start having some real success, then other parts of the school will also recognize tennis. But for now, it's just great having more and more passionate people coming to each match.
I mean, I've only been to Michigan State twice, never actually for a dual match, just for the futures, obviously. But I think that you guys already have such an amazing like tennis community. Like when I got there this
Exactly.
time, I couldn't even. The first time I walked in, I couldn't practice because every court was full of like camps and stuff. So many people
Yeah.
playing indoors. You know, maybe I don't know if there's not that much access to indoor courts there, but like it seems like people genuinely love like Michigan State tennis there.
Yeah.
So it's more about like now probably they can be excited that they have a good team to support this year. You know, not that they had any issues supporting before, but now it's probably just as exciting for them as it is for you guys. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. It's like a dedicated fan base. I feel like that's the best way of putting it, which is almost better in a way.
No, I agree. I got love for Michigan State fan base, and I didn't even go to the school, so
Relax, bro.
no, real. I had I got housed with a family
Who was it?
there, bro.
Don't do that then.
That's tough. Yeah, we're gonna edit this right out.
Don't do that
Let's
then.
just start this part over. So I got housed with a family. No, but the family was very nice to me, very kind to me. Like, I think so. What happened was, I requested a place to stay, and then at first I didn't get word back, so I reserved the hotel and I booked it until like Thursday. Then after I already moved into the hotel, I got word back that I have a family that's willing to house me.
Yeah.
But then I was already settled in, so I was like, I'm just gonna play. But then on Thursday, eventually the hotel ran out, and I was like, I don't want to get another night or two at the hotel, so I moved in with the family. So I ended up only staying there for like 1 or 2 days because I think I lost semis of dubs or something. So I was out by like Friday or Saturday, and so I only spent 2 nights, and I was like, big regret. Like I wish I moved in from the first night, you know. But yeah, very nice family, and they love tennis. You know, like they're watching all the matches there all week long. Like they're following everyone's results and stuff. Like they were excited about you actually coming in, like the team. Like same thing we're talking about. Like they probably already love tennis, and now they can be excited the team's gonna be good.
For sure.
Exactly.
So,
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Anything else to cover, fellas? You guys had anything in mind? Any
Got
shout outs
everything.
to the team, family, coaches, anything? Any
You
last
want
words?
to hit it up?
You can start, man. you
I
can
mean,
go for it.
shout out to everyone who made this happen. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's fucking fun.
It's been great. It's been
just
amazing.
It's a fun ass vibe. On
Yeah, it's super chill. I
just
love
love
it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows who's helping me out. I just want to say thanks to them, and thanks to my boy. Always grinding.
My
These
boy.
two are ridiculous.
My boy right here, man.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
Hey,
Wait. I want to say a special shout
My
out
haters.
Yeah.
to the haters.
All right.
And another special shout out to the candy M&Ms.
What's that about?
What is that?
I just enjoy M&Ms. That's all.
That's crazy.
Pre-match meal.
That's it, man.
All right, fellas.
Good.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
and
thanks for
good
having
luck
us.
this season.
Thank you so much.
Good
Go
job.
get you a changeover hoodie
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
get stuff.
Yes.
and a t-shirt
Definitely.
and all that.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next episode.